I don't usually make tier lists, not because I don't make them. I do. I just don't share it publicly. It's just that a lot of people tend to misconstrue them, and a, a lot of the tier lists are bad. So I'll tell you what artifacts, sorry, relics, old habits die hard, what relics to farm. And I see a lot of people making a mistake with the wild wheat set. Do not farm the wild wheat set no matter what. Just do not farm it. If you want to farm it, use the world boss or the Echo of War. Just please, because it really doesn't do anything. Okay, you get some attack, but at this point, it's better off to get some attack from the substats, and it does increase your basic attack damage, but basic attacks aren't really that good. And, okay, oh, but there's destruction that uses their basic attack. Except, there's other sets that is much better for them than a measly 10% damage increase on basic attack, not to mention the speed. The speed gives nothing. The speed is not worth it at all because it is only calculated off the base speed. So at most characters are 100 speed, so you're only getting like a massive, mind-boggling, land-breaking plus 6 speed. Yeah, that's it. You're really getting nothing out of it. The Passerby set is okay, but it's like, okay, you want that 1 SP. Sorry, that 1 bonus SP from the start of the battle. But the problem is, why do that when you can just have a more SP efficient team? Now, with the C tiers, I would say that one of these sets are at least usable, or both are relatively usable. But first, I would say the worst to farm, the Quantum one. First, with the second set from outside of the Quantum, it's absolutely useless. Okay, sure, give your Gepard sustain, but it's like, just make your Gepard tankier, like, or your other tank tankier, because you'd rather have the defense set, which increases bit shields, the amount of damage the shields could take by like 20%. And the Quantum set, okay, with the Quantum set, there's only 2 characters that could use it. Qingchui, who is a bottom tier, and Seal, which is the only other character that can use it. Like, really, you just want to farm for one character and like have that set not compatible on anybody else? Even if it's strong, I don't think it's good because it's not really suitable for everybody else. Now, with next 2 for C tier, I don't know which one should be higher, because both of these are they're all based on they're all tiered. So the fire and imaginary versus the physical and the break set. I'll go over both of them because either one can be better than the other. The imaginary and the imaginary and fire set can be better than the physical and break set, only because both are usable. They're both usable. But the problem is that their character pool is extremely limited for fire and imaginary. For imaginary, you only have Welt for a damage dealer. So it's almost a dead set if you don't have Welt. The fire set, who are you going to use it on? Hook? Himiko? Both aren't exactly top tiers, so, or even strong, or even like super strong anyway, so it's like, do you even really want to farm it? And it does give it a reason to where physical is a pretty good set, and break can be relatively okay, I guess. You can use the break set on Kafka, maybe you want to use it on Serval. I don't know, I'm mixed on break effect, but the physical set, it's pretty good, especially when you get hit or when you attack enemies, you just get a permanent attack buff for the rest of the battle, and it's very, very good. But Sushang and Clara aren't really that crazy. I've had problems with Clara where Clara does not get hit, and you could be saying, oh, but just use ult. Yeah, but if Clara never gets hit, she can't really charge her ult. Sushang, Sushang takes a lot of SP. I don't know, I should test Sushang some more, but like, either one could be higher. But I'm leaning toward physical and break effect being better. Now with the B tier, both of these are a step above, what's it called? The physical and the break effect. Because the defense, you can use it on any tank you want that's defense scaling. So Gepard, Trailblazer, main character, excuse me, and even March 7th if you want to cope that badly. And the lightning set, you could use it on Serval because after all, you get Serval for free. So it's like it's not a bad thing to have. And yeah, they're both really unremarkable, but at least they're usable. And now the best of the best, the wind set and the ice set. And they are both worth getting. Ice set increases the crit damage when the wearer uses their ultimate, which is like free 25 crit damage, like for like 2 turns. So why would you pass that up? And it's very, very good because you slap that on a DPS, they're guaranteed to do damage no matter what. The wind set can be viable hypothetically on anybody. You want to use it on Luoche, you want to use it on Pele, you want to use it on Bronya, you want to use it on I wouldn't say Tingyun because Tingyun's a little too slow with her ult because it's a 140 cost. But you can still use the wind set on hypothetically anyone who can spam their ult. Because guess what? 25% or whatever percent it advances forwards, like 20 or 25, it pushes your character up way more than a measly 6% speed increase. Like, believe it or not, I've had times where Pella just normal attacks, ults, and then, oh, turns out Pella's having her turn again. Like, oh my god. The wind set is just so good. And still, you could use it on, you could still use it on DPS if you want them to act more, if you're willing to forego the damage, because I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before, the more turns you have, the more your damage increases in general, you know, because 1 turn over 2 turns is a difference between 1x damage versus 2x damage. So, yeah. And yeah, I know it's... Actually, no, I don't care. Just look. Farm the wind and the ice set. Do not farm the freaking wild wheat or the healing set, which I've seen a lot of content creators do, and it's really, really dumb. So please, for your sanity of this game's really awful relic substat system, farm ice in the wind. Trust me.